Look, I think if I look at the work of the user group and this event, clearly there is a great deal of organisation required to bring something this large together. But I look at the presentations today already. We've seen from Gartner the importance of business intelligence and some of the key roadblocks that are stopping organisations better taking advantage of the information they have in their systems. That talks, from an SAP perspective to the importance of our acquisition of SAP Business Objects. We now have the world's leading organisation involved in enterprise applications and the transactional side of things with the world's leading and the original pioneer of business intelligence grouped together inside the SAP organisation. The rest of the agenda covers a whole range of different issues but that have been tailored based on the feedback of the members of the user group itself. So they're topical because users want to hear about them.
SAUG allows us to influence SAP. As a group, we obviously have a better understanding and a better say in what direction SAP is going to take.
We need to know what our customers are hearing so that we can support them through some of their decision processes on different projects, but we can bring a different perspective to some of the technical issues that may be involved in implementing some of the products and ideas that are out there.
SAP does listen when there's a lot of us there, for example for things like licensing and support. I guess the more voices that make a unified representation to SAP, the better.
I think it's very important to have a strong user group. Otherwise, there's no sort of checks or balances on the software company. If we can actually get together and at least have a common voice, then a much better chance than any small company can.
Being Vice Chair and then Chair has given me multiple opportunities. It enables me to meet influential people within the SAP environment as well as individuals from larger organisations.
It can take a while to actually produce a case to actually put to your company. So just being aware of what is going on, even though you may not use it immediately, it is really good to know. And it's good to see case studies of how other people are facing challenges which their industry or their company is meeting.
We're able to talk about mutual issues, problems solving, and we can get special speakers in to talk about particular subjects. I find it very interesting.
You create the environment with your user group sessions and bring people in.
And it's about relationships, not just about products and stuff, it's about the people. And I've personally benefited a lot over the last several years. I've got to know a lot of people, and at the end of the day, we all, as I've said before, we all have similar issues, and we're all in the same game, and there's no need to be Robinson Crusoe.
It's a great marketplace for everybody to get involved, networking, socialising with people you meet as they change companies. You suddenly come across them in different roles and realms all through the time that you engage with the user group.
You're able to keep abreast of current technology, current functionality. It gives you an idea of what's coming in the future, and that's always very helpful.
Over the past 5 years, I've been to quite a few of the SAUG events, and I do find every time I learn something.
The beauty of the user groups is that you bring vendors and customers together, as well as service providers. And we've been able to bring vendors, two lots of vendors together to provide a solution. So it's not just vendors selling stuff to customers, it's also customers interacting with multiple vendors to provide a really good solution for the customer.
SAUG has benefited my company tremendously. It has enabled me to communicate with my peers and also learn about where SAP is heading, the strategies, the products, vendors. So coming to these events really, I guess, puts us on the front foot of where we're heading to with our business together with SAP in the future.
Well, the SIGs benefit a lot because you can actually attend the SIG with, you know, a simple problem, and between the group we'll solve it usually before we leave. If not, you'll get a phone call to help you with your problem, so it's really good for me.
I highly recommend the webcasts because you can watch them, you know, at a predefined time without leaving your desk. So it's an excellent opportunity to get more information without leaving your desk.
This is one where the customers run the agenda. The user group you know, determines what it wants to present and how it wants to present it and how it wants SAP to be involved. We're delighted to be involved, and I think it gives us the opportunity to get across some of the issues and address some of the questions that are important to our customers as they need the answers. You know, we give them. So a very, very engaging process for us.
We actually need a new CRM leader for the Sydney CRM group. So if anybody is out there who wants to take over that role, contact Katrina. She'd love to hear from you.
On one hand, we talk about the user group as being important to us. On the other hand, I know the focus and the commitment and the investment by the organisations that our committee members you know, work for into the user group, and I wanted to take the time to say thank you to them. It's very important to recognise their contribution as really important players in the SAP broader partnering ecosystem. I really value their work, and I genuinely encourage other members of the SAP customer community to really engage with the user group, because I think it's through that engagement that all members benefit.